News First, Newsline with Faraz Shauketaly.
And a very good morning to you. Top of the week indeed to you. This is Newsline, live as always from the Newsfirst studios in Daughter Street in Colombo. And this morning, at the start of the week, we're met with the news that the government is actively considering moving the public debt department of the central bank. That's the department responsible for raising funds required by the government. They propose to remove it from the central bank and bring it under the purview of the Ministry of Finance. One of several contentious matters that are carrying on at the start of this week, and we hope to discuss several of these issues this morning. And we're joined by Mr. Wasantha Samarsinghe. Very good morning to you, Mr.
Good morning
Wasantha.
to you and everybody.
Thank you. Now then, Mr. Wasantha, the Public Debt Department of the Central Bank, this is the department responsible for acting as the government's broker to procure money. It's, in terms of procurement, it's the single largest procurement process regularly undertaken by the government. Regularly undertaken by the government. And therefore, what's the purpose? Why do you think they're trying to move this?
Yeah, Faraz, when we listened about this news, we have to go 3 years ago what was happened with the central bank.
Right.
When that time, on the act of central bank, it should be under the finance ministry.
Yeah.
But Prime Minister, Mr. Wickramasinghe, brought it to under his ministry.
Yeah.
After that, there was a big incident happened. But was a we are talking about many times.
The bond
Scam.
Bond scam.
No.
Yeah.
Then, finally, he handed over again to finance ministry.
The central bank was
Bank
transferred from his
transferred to
ministry to back to finance.
Finance ministry. Right now, the finance ministry decided to get debt department under the
Ministry.
them,
Yeah,
under the Ministry of Finance.
Yeah.
But the purpose, as you asked, what the purpose of this?
Yeah.
In my feeling is, the government failed to manage the country.
Yeah.
That's why they are trying to do these things, such a thing they are going to do, how to manage this.
Right.
As you explained, this is the agent to find money for the government.
Correct.
Then it should be under the central bank, because of central bank managing largest fund in the country, that is the
Yeah.
EPF.
Yeah.
Then when the government wants some money to get, suddenly they know the both side. That
Yeah.
means such a kind of loans and debts and bonds and bills, it's going to expire and they want to reissue and they have to pay the money to owner, like
Yeah.
that. Then that should be under the central bank.
Indeed.
We can't understand why the finance ministry decided to get the debt department under them. I think so.
Yeah.
Last week I heard news about in the court.
Yeah.
That was happened in it related the bond scam.
Yeah.
That was 102 documents related to the bond scam.
Yes, the vouchers.
The vouchers
Yeah.
given by the Mendes company.
Correct.
That was destroyed.
Yeah.
For what purpose?
Yeah. And this happened, the destroying of these documents happened whilst the investigation was ongoing. It had already started.
It started. That means
Yeah.
they are going to hide the incident, hide the evidence.
Yeah.
That's why they destroyed the some vouchers, documents. But if we want to find all the details,
Yeah.
we can go through the accounts numbers and we can go through the banks. Then we can find the details who go to the bank and who realize the check under such a names and under responsibilities.
Yeah.
We can find. But the thing is, this reaction is the government is they are going here and there, how to manage the country, how to manage the debt. That's why we can see within the 2-3 months they will definitely transfer to again central bank debt department.
After they rob it.
After they rob it, I think so.
Right, but in other countries, like in the United Kingdom, in Japan, even in Singapore, there is a difference between the regulator and the policymaker. But in those countries, you see, people will say, why are we, you, me and everybody else, why are we concerned that the central bank, after all, they are responsible for this bond scam. But that was one guy, the rogue governor, who broke the rules, used his authority to trample everybody and to issue these bonds at more than what it was advertised for, and gave favoritism to his son-in-law and so on. But that was one rogue person, rogue within inverted things, right? Of course, this commissioners found that that governor had acted outside of the rules, and he had acted mana fide in the interest of perpetual. But that's one chap, and he had his core people who were helping him to carry this out. But that doesn't mean that the central bank is a bad, dirty place. Why we are, I think, Mr. Wasantha, why are the people concerned when anything responsible is given to a minister? And I think the answer is that unlike in the UK, unlike in Japan, and unlike in Singapore, there is no accountable process in this country. The ministers are, the political system is corrupt. Everybody will agree to that. We don't even have the basic electoral funding rules. In all these countries that I've mentioned, there are rules about who and how you can donate money to politicians.
Yeah, the Faraz, as you mentioned the country, you mentioned UK, USA, Japan, like that, they have accountability. The ministers and politicians also have responsibility. But this is we are talking about the Sri Lanka. The country like us, there is no that kind of accountability. Then otherwise, Prime Minister should resign after the incident happened in the central bank.
But also, Mr. Wasantha, somebody is just, one of our viewers is asking a very important question. It's a bit what you said before about moving the public debt department. Maybe the current government are unhappy with the current governor, because maybe the governor is not allowing them to do what they want, unlike the other governor.
I read the newspaper also for last week. The Prime Minister also involved with the economic changes, that mean economic reforms. And then they have informed to the central bank the EPF should go to the share market.
Right.
But still right now it's not started by the present governor.
Yeah.
That may be because the present government doesn't happy with the Dr. Kumaraswamy.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
but actually, Ranil Wickremesinghe, the Prime Minister, unfortunately, we have to say, when we look at it from the outside and we're looking to see what's happening, I think the Prime Minister doesn't care two hoots about what's going on. He just wants to do his thing, and he thinks that he's going to be the next president.
Yeah, the thing is, the government believed what they're doing, that was the correct. That's the wrong thing. That's why when we are under country like Sri Lanka, we have many debts, and so many issues have to settle. And so inflation also going day by day, and dollars going like a rocket, and rupees.
It's 165 nearly now.
Yeah, then they should have a proper plan to how to manage this kind of country. Then that's why they are getting debt department to under the finance ministry. What the purpose? If they can't find the money, again they have to set the central bank. We need this kind of money. How to find it?
The central bank has a very good system.
It is already systemized. No, they have a good system and mechanism how to fund the money and how to manage it. And as you mentioned, there was bad thing with the previous governor.
Correct.
That was the thing. He should have remove, and again we should have start the system.
Indeed.
No, but
But also another thing,
Yeah.
Dr. Kumaraswamy has not started the forensic audit yet. And
last
do you
week.
think that this move to take the public debt department, in the other side it has something to do with Dr. Kumaraswamy insisting, trying to start the forensic
Yeah, I had
report?
I had a telephone conversation a week ago with Dr. Kumaraswamy, because
Yeah.
I wrote a letter to him regarding the EPF funds. Again, governor exposed they are going to invest in share market.
Yeah.
But I wrote a letter to don't do it, because we are getting more than 10% interest to fund in this situation. We are investing it on to government securities.
Yeah.
If we go to the share market, we lose something.
Yes.
When that time we had a little discussion. He told me he went to outside. After that, after he came back, we will meet. When that time I asked him why nothing happened with the last incident, previous Rajapaksa's regime.
Yeah.
There was a big incident happened with the share market. In under the Prime Minister Vikramasinghe, there was happened bad incident. It also very big damage to the country and EPF, everybody. He told me he is doing a lot of investigation inside, and 3-4 officers have been sacked from the central bank.
Yeah.
And he mentioned me he has planned to 3 forensic audit.
Yeah.
3 forensic audit. He explained to me they are going to do with the forensic audit. It will be happen near future. As you mentioned, that may be the case. They are going to, the government decide to remove the debt department from central bank.
Just quickly take it away.
The thing is, then government should explain to the country and primary dealers how can they function with the finance department, finance ministry. When it is under the central bank, there was a mechanism and system how to function it. Now it's under the Ministry of Finance, and it's the secretary or treasurer, head of the treasury. So there may be a big classes and delays, and so many things will be happen. Under the central bank, we had a bad experience with the last time.
Yeah.
There's so many sensitive details leaked to the Aloysius company.
Yes.
That should be stopped.
Yeah.
Now, the debt department going to the finance ministry. How can we believe it will not happen again?
Exactly, and especially because in Sri Lanka the political system is corrupt.
Yes.
To start with, we don't have any rules in place about electoral funding.
Yeah.
So that is the beginning. And when the ministers, and obviously the minister is responsible. He's the guy who will send this secretary and that officer, give them their promotion and so on and so forth. Therefore, we're going to have even more trouble.
Not only that, Faraz, they doesn't have that kind of capacity. That means when the government, central bank, they have experience and they have respective officers also there.
Yeah.
There may be some officers who join with that kind of scam and robberies. Corrupt officers there may be. But the thing is, we should have an investigation, and after that we should have a clear the central bank.
Now you're absolutely right. There's only about 12, 13 months left now of this government, okay? Now, do you think that the forensic audit will be done after Governor Kumaraswamy goes into retirement?
I think it will not happen.
It will not happen.
Because the Dr. Kumaraswamy won't do something when his period.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned, this government only have 12 or 15 months just only. Then they will run a debt department within the 2-3 months. Again, it will be transferred to the central bank.
In these 2-3 months, they make a bit more money.
The next time will be the next March or April. There may be an election.
Do you know, perhaps they are they are going to give this forensic report
Yeah.
for Governor Kumaraswamy
Yeah.
to do in his retirement. It's a retirement project. Maybe that's the same thing that they are doing. Now, for example, we know we have been told that there is some money transferred during the Rajapaksa administration to a bank account in Hong Kong. It's around $26 million.
Yes.
Now, we know that the FCID have been there and they've done some work. But all of a sudden, nothing's been done. Do you think that that's also waiting until somebody, maybe the FCID chief retires, and then they'll start an investigation? Why is all these things, why are the public so upset when we are told that the politicians will do something?
Because of the, as you asking, why the public are not satisfied.
Yeah.
Because of, we heard so many news when this government is started, forming this government. There was a slogan, the government going to stop the corruption. And they are going to get the action against the corrupted politician and all the people. But what was happened? We heard about so many news on the newspaper or news, the TV or radio, electronic media. But nothing happened.
Yeah.
But general public are very upset because
Like the Tajuddin case.
yeah, just like a Tajuddin cases, and like these days are there's so many discussion on the military persons.
That's right, about Ravi Vijayagunathan.
And not only that, so many military persons.
And why is it why is the police trying, the CID or whoever, the police, why are they trying to get the media to do their work?
The thing is, in our views, in my views, if somebody do the bad thing and wrong thing, he should have a punishment. If he victimized, there should be some punishment. But the thing is, investigation should be proper way to find the all evidence and who must be the responsible. Otherwise, before the finalize the case, before finish the case, so many news on the papers and electronic media, because this kind of army personnel and so many details behind them and like that way. But the thing is, we heard about so many incidents.
Yeah.
Previous government had so many cases.
Yeah.
And abduction, murder, and burning some media places, and bribery and corruption, everything.
Yeah.
But nothing happened. Again, the people believe there may be a political violation, just like political insultation, because army personnel doesn't have the political, they had some engagement with some politician and government, and they are doing some bad things, maybe. But first we should find the evidence, and after that we find the who will be the responsible person for that. Then again we can expose to the public, general public, this is the case and this is what we find the details and evidence, who must be the responsible. Otherwise, general public will mislead, because this is against the army personnel. I think, not only that, the last Thursday had a special cabinet meeting.
Yes.
Because of what? The government promised to Geneva give some details regarding the army personnel and army officers and camps and everything. Why? As a country, we should have a sovereignty.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to open to everybody.
That's true.
Just we can see the Arjuna Mahendran, he is living in Singapore.
Yeah.
Our president going there, prime minister going 3 times after his oath, and still they couldn't talk regarding this issue. He doing lot of bad thing. He did a lot of bad thing to the country, Arjuna Mahendran.
Yes.
Then government to government should have a discussion regarding this issue. And the prime minister had to tell Singapore government, this is the case, it was a big effect to our country. Then you should have give this person to us to conduct the cases.
That's right.
No. Then they should have them some discussion. It's nothing happened. No. That's why just I want to tell the president also have a big role to play.
Yeah.
I can't say he's playing that role because when they signed the Singapore agreement, he was behind the ministers, 2 ministers, and he is clapping behind when they signed the agreement. After 5 months, he nominated the commission to find out the effective and negative and positive details.
මං හිතන විදියට මේ අපේ ජනාධිපතිට මේ මන්ත්‍රීලා මේ ඇත්ත කියන්න නැතුව යන්නේ. පස්සේ
ඇත්ත. නමුත් ඇත්ත නොකිය ගියාට ජනාධිපතිවරයා ලෙස ඔහුට තියෙන වගකීම්, ඔහුට තියෙන බලය, ඔහුම ලියපු ලියුමකට උත්තර නොදී ගිවිසුම අත්සන් කරද්දී ඔහු ඉස්සරහා. ඔහුට කියද්දී සිංගප්පූරුවේ ජනාධිපති එනවා මේක අත්සන් කරන්න කියලා කියද්දී ඔහුම ලියුමක් ලියන ඔහුගේ ලේකම්වරයා හරහා කැබිනට් ලේකම් හරහා අමාත්‍යංශ ලේකම්ට 2018 ජනවාරි 17 මේක නැවත කැබිනට් එකට එවන්න කියලා. එහෙම නැතුව තියෙදි තමයි 23 වෙනිදා අත්සන් කරන්නේ. එතකොට ජනාධිපතිට විමසන්න තිබුණා why you are fixing the date to sign this agreement? We should have a discuss again in this on the cabinet. Before the discussion in cabinet, why you are fixed the date to sign? Then that's why his role is very, very responsible role as a president.
I want to ask you this question before we finish. How clean is the JVP? We know that there are many who are clean and some of them are not. But how clean are the JVP?
Within 2 decades, last 2 decades in the general public know how to react as a JVP, bribery and corruption.
Yeah.
If we are any person in victimize some bad things like bribery or corruption or violate the party rules or anything, we took the action. We are not allowed to do it to forget in timely time. We did the action. Then that's why we can say our hand is very clear. We don't have any claim against bribery or corruption. As a party, we are always fighting against bribery and corruption, and also we want to clear this country.
For example, if there are 10 people in the JVP, I know there are more. If there are 10 people, how many are bad and how many are good?
I think 10. It's
10 out of 10?
Out of 10.
What is there even one who's slightly
rotten? 100% I can give guarantee assurance.
But they're your friends.
Not the friends. We are the political
force.
Team, political force.
Okay.
Then not only that, I give the very quick example.
Yeah.
The 72 their celebration and 72 conference of the UNP.
Yeah.
I saw some leaders respect their previous leaders. Ravi Karunanaka also there.
Yeah.
Mr. Vikramasinghe and his general secretary, national organizer, and 2 deputy leaders. He has evidence. He the very fruit evidence against Ravi Karunanaka. Still, he is a deputy leader of the UNP. So many.
Yes, but Mr. Vikramasinghe will say the legal bit, and that is that there is no evidence of wrongdoing. That's right until it goes to court. But now then, I want to say this to you. Do you think Governor Kumaraswamy is being used right now? Because, you know, he's a sportsman and he's a sporty guy. But the point is, some of these very people whom he played rugby with, whom he shared great times in his youth, are today behind the greatest scam this country financially has experienced since independence. So, friendship is one thing. Work and professionalism is another thing. So, isn't it better for Dr. Kumaraswamy to say, listen, I don't want to know. I'm going.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm resigning.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
his rugby playing, eating, drinking friends are the people who have robbed the hard-earned money of the people. The EPF is 8,500 million, for heaven's sake. Why don't the people in Colombo and the people who matter, why don't they get it in their head? It's 8,500 million of the people's money.
Not only the 8,500 million for us, we talk about this several times in here. It was the first commission report mentioned, 11,000 million, out of that 8,500 from ETF.
That's right.
It's till 2016, 31st of March. After
Bond
31st
two.
of March,
Bond two. Yeah.
Bond 2. No, not only that, if the commission conducting their investigation till 2017 December, they can find more than 12 billion. Altogether more than 24 billion. Out of them, 18 billion belong to the EPF. As you mentioned. I also talked to Dr. Kumaraswamy. I explained to him, you have a big responsibility.
Yeah.
2.6 million EPF members are believing still it's safe under the central bank. Then you should have give a good lesson to all the people who are involved with this matter, and you should have do the forensic audits, and you have to listen to government, and also you have to listen to people who are contribute the money to EPF. Then you should have a go proper way and correct path. Otherwise,
but Mr. Wasantha,
yeah.
December 31st, the report went to the president, and therefore it became sort of out in the open during that time. Today we are in September.
Yeah.
It is the, what date in September today? The 17th of September. It is
9
nearly 9 months.
Yes.
Come on, Dr. Kumaraswamy, it is 9 months.
That's the thing. I met him January last year, January, and we urged them, we appealed them, you follow the recommendation given by the Presidential Commission. But the thing is, we can't satisfy what he is doing, and I don't know whether he wants to do something or stopped by the government. If he can't function as the governor, he should have tell the government, I am going, bye-bye. Otherwise, he also destroyed himself, his character and in professions.
And is it worth it?
Yeah.
But finally, I want to say this to you. Me katawa, titta katawa.
අනිවාර්යයෙන් මේක තිත්ත උනත් ඇත්ත කතාවක්. ඒ නිසා මේ කතාව වහගන්න, මේ හොරකම වහගන්න කළ හැකි උපරිම දේවල් මේ අය කරනවා. නඩුවේදී එළි වෙච්ච එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂය සහ අනිකුත් දේශපාලන පක්ෂවල සල්ලි ගත්ත අය පිළිබඳ විස්තර යට යමින් තියෙනවා. අවසානයේ මට හිතෙන්නේ ડોક્ટર කුමාරස්වාමීට සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ මොකුත් නොකල අධිපති කෙනෙක් ලෙස ගෙදර යන්න වෙයි කියන අදහස තමයි අපිට තියෙන්නේ.
Final question.
Yeah.
Give me 1 minute, control room. Does the JVP have the details of this $26 billion in Hong Kong? If you don't, if the details are given to you, will you take it up?
Definitely, we'll be taking up to the parliament as previous president, former president Mahinda Rajapaksa got the money from Chinese company and Sri Lankan construction company.
Yeah.
As well as if somebody given the correct details, definitely we will get to in the parliament and we question it. Not only that, we will go to the court also against who are the responsible people to these things, and we are going to court also.
Including the people who are covering it up?
Definitely. In the government, Prime Minister may be, and ministers may be, police officers and other people who are the responsible. Definitely we will get them to, we are going to court and we will bring them to court, and if the government doesn't act protect and if the government try to protect them,
Yeah.
definitely we are not allowed to do it. In ourselves, we have go to the court.
There you go. You heard it first on Newsline. You heard it straight from literally the horse's mouth. That's about it from Newsline. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Wasantha
Faraz. Thank you very
Samarsinghe.
much.
And thank you. Let's have a great week. And remember that on Thursday and on Friday, Newsline has a brand new time. It's at 8 p.m. And on Friday, it's at 8 p.m. Take care. God bless.
News First, Newsline with Faraz Shauketaly.